what will you like to carry the momentum to tomorrow's game, last game? What are the areas you're looking for the team to improve upon? Maybe in the power play, 15-20 runs shot last game. What are the plans like?
Yeah, like you said, it's just having some consistency in what we're trying to do, and we want to continue the momentum from that first game. I think from a position of where we were in that game, I think it was a strong power play with losing a couple of early wickets. But again, with the ball we were good, with the bat we've been good, and it's being consistent to the way we want to play our cricket. It's understanding the opposition and what they might do, but we need to keep going with the way we play our cricket in each moment.
But tomorrow's game is the same wicket or a different wicket?
Different wickets, my understanding.
How is it like?
It's going to be different soil. I think it goes to red soil from black soil from the other day, so the boundary sizes will change, and then we just have to make those sort of adjustments from there.
The first couple of days, we've seen a lot of these associate nations push some of the big boys, really hard. So, how do you, go into a game? I mean, on paper it might look easy. So, how do you ensure that you don't, slip down, take it complacent?
Yeah.
How do you avoid that?
Yeah, and I think that's actually been good for the whole tournament as well. Those games are, I guess, you can have a sort of a lackadaisical mindset going into those sorts of games, but you need to understand it is a World Cup. You do have your own styles of playing your cricket and I guess standards you want to set. So it's making sure we do that, and that is in the field. It's with the bat, it's with the ball. It's knowing that the way we want to present ourselves, the presence we want to have out on the pitch doesn't matter who it's against. It's Afghanistan first game, UAE tomorrow. It's making sure we do that as well as we possibly can and understand the situations of the game that can ebb and flow through a game of cricket, but it's making sure we're clear in how we want to do it and go out there and give it our best shot.
Look, in the last game, 2 down for 12, chasing 182. Previously, teams would go into a shell, consolidate a bit, but we saw Tim Seifert and Glenn Phillips coming out and really taking that act to the opposition. Is that something that has been planned, or is that just the way they play?
Excuse me. It's still just the way they play. I think you've seen Tim Seifert, the way he's been playing recently. He's doing a lot of that. It's being positive. It's understanding his game and what he does best. I think you can go into your shell at times if you lose early wickets, but we've also got trust within our group to understand that different situations of the game will arise, and the guys are out there and they know the best sort of stance to take in that position. If the wicket was doing more, then it may not have been as aggressive, but they were both in a positive mindset. And at the moment, Glenn Phillips as well he's in some touch at the moment, so it's nice watching him go out there and be clear, and the guys doing what they need to do.
Hi, look, around the time of the previous World Cup, it felt like Finn had a little bit of trigger movement. It feels like he's probably ditched that trigger now and probably a little more stable while meeting the ball. So could you just talk about that little adjustment which has taken his game to the next level?
I think more than anything, Finn's someone, and a lot of cricketers these days, they go to different parts of the world and they tinker with their game a lot. There's little technical things they do, but more than anything for Finn at the moment, he obviously had a great big bash, and in his mind he's actually really clear and understanding of what he wants to do and different types of bowlers and how they're going to attack him and his scoring zone. So I think more than anything it's just the clearness in his head to be nice and still when they let go of the ball and then react to the ball that's coming at him. So it's brilliant to watch, and hopefully he'll be doing a lot more of that for us throughout this tournament.
Coach, can you speak on Tim Seifert? How has his batting matured, ever since the comeback into 2023, and playing spin so well, hitting Nabi for those back-to-back boundaries, and his stance similar to Faf du Plessis?
But again, that's something he decided he wanted to do because it felt natural. It felt good for him to do something. It's quite a big movement, and not obviously, as you know, not many people do that sort of, or have that sort of style. But again, it makes him nice and clear and calm in how he wants to do it. And and especially I guess as well playing the Afghan spinners the way he did and the guys did was awesome because they're obviously their main, I guess, strike attack within that bowling lineup. And the Nabi over was massive because it was an over where they're trying to take a wicket, but also it's a good matchup for Saif to go out there and be aggressive, and that's something we plan on. We sort of ask the guys to be aggressive if an option comes, and he was clear in that, and he had a couple of sixes, and to get out at the end of the over doesn't actually matter. He's made the most of the over, and the position we were in the game was a good over for us.
Luke, Ferguson and Neesham have had stints in the T20 before. Would you be leaning on them for information about the players that you'd be facing at the game tomorrow?
Yeah, we use as much information as we can. We also had a series against them a couple of years ago, so that information as well. Our analyst as well works in the T20, so we've got a lot of information and what they can do and how they're going to try and do it. But again, a lot of the time it comes back to the style we want to play, how we want to do it, how we're going to react to their bowlers, how we're going to react with the ball to their batters, and what our best balls are and what our scoring areas are. So it's believing in the way you want to do it and trusting your style for as long as you can, and then reacting, I guess, in a way to what they're going to give you.
Look, net run rate historically tends to be very important in tournaments like this. Do you kind of keep an eye on that, and with you're carrying points through, you're carrying your net run rate through along with the teams who qualify? So is that something that gets discussed in team meetings?
Not to start with. I think at different stages through a game it does. I think when you're closer to getting that win that you're after, I guess then it does become a conversation. But more than anything, again, it's very cliche chat here, but it's making sure you're winning the game, playing the cricket the way you need to play it, and then you can make those decisions, have those conversations to see where you can have impact to change that net run rate and like you said, carry it through and use it as a difference later on in the tournament.